I think Carrie Fisher was my first crush. Like I'm not even trolling.
So let's start then. Let's start.
Carrie Fisher was my first crush.
But about 10 years ago, we went to a local sci-fi convention that she was autographing at, and hijinks ensued.
While we're making this video, really to kind of show some appreciation and share a little bit of stories.
I think that's the main thing is the stories. Because we do have
we
kind
have
of I don't know, you may not think it's funny. It's maybe one of those things where you had to be there.
But
we think it's funny.
It's shenanigans nonetheless. Let's get to.
Well, I think obviously she's most well known for Star Wars, and I think the thing that she brought to Star Wars in movies and just pop culture in general is, I think before Star Wars, the princesses were always Disney princesses, damsels in distress. Well, she kind of broke that mold and was like the princess that was you're afraid she was going to kick your ass, right? So she redefined the role of princess, and I mean, she was just as big of a hero as like all the other guys, male counterparts in the movie. So I know a lot of girls and stuff looked up to her too.
Yeah, I was about to say that actually. She was such a big deal. Is such a big deal still that no matter what kind of convention you go to, be it a game convention, sci-fi convention, comic convention, anything like that, somebody will be cosplaying as Princess Leia. Mm-hmm. Always, it just always happens.
Hopefully in the bikini,
the gold bikini.
Well, and you kind of mentioned that this was a big deal in nerd culture, but it's kind of more than that. This is kind of transcends that, and it's more popular culture.
Well, I think Star Wars is popular culture.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Nerd culture, I think nowadays is completely redefined. Something like, no hate mail or anything, but like Magic the Gathering or some obscure video game or board game or whatever. Star Wars transcends all that. It's regular culture at this point.
I think it's pretty awesome that she had a chance to be back in the limelight, back in the spotlight. A new Star Wars film, which honestly wasn't my favorite, but I can't help but every time I look at it now, it's going to be different. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm glad that they actually had a chance to finish. She had a chance to finish episode 8. I'm assuming that they might expand her role a little bit more in that movie now that we know what we know. What this entails for episode 9, who knows? But at this point, it's, I'm glad she had a chance to reprise the role and to get appreciation from a new generation of people. And she was Princess Leia. I think she might have been a little annoyed at that with times, but I think she had come to embrace it. And the fact that she had her final swan song, if you will. Is cool. Instead of this happening 10 years ago, I think would have been a more sad thing.
Actually, why don't you get into your Twitter shenanigans?
Let's do that afterwards. I really want to get into this where...
Okay, right, so hold on. So after hearing the news, started just kind of thinking also about our experiences with Carrie Fisher, because we did have some experiences with Carrie Fisher, actually. We didn't really know her. We didn't know her.
Really, we didn't know her at all. We were hanging out with her. But.
In 2006,
I was trying to change that, by the way.
In 2006, we went to a sci-fi convention, and she was going to be autographing there.
Was it 2006?
It was 2006.
Was that long ago?
Yeah, that was a decade ago.
Jesus.
And
we always used to go to sci-fi conventions all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this was the first time that she was signing in the area, so we were super excited.
Remember that one time Boba Fett was staring me down, just mad dogging me?
Jeremy Bulloch didn't appreciate...
No, the new one.
The new one. Oh, okay. Well, I would too.
No, the old one. Jango Fett. I'm sorry. Jango Fett. He was mad dogging me up from the stage. Y'all don't remember that?
You look unsavory.
I don't remember.
I do. I remember him bitching about it. Why's Jango Fett mad dogging me?
Because he didn't like your face. But about 10 years ago, we went to a local sci-fi convention that she was autographing at, and hijinks ensued. Go figure.
Go figure that one.
First of all, get the story right this time.
Okay, the story goes like this.
The story's opposite of what he's about to say.
The story goes like this. Carrie Fisher signing, right? At these sci-fi cons, there's always, Anthony Daniels usually there. Jeremy Bullock is sometimes there.
We had never met any of the original cast, so we were all.
We've never met any of the three main characters.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Right, like Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher.
Warwick Davis and Kenny Baker and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Ray Park, met him. Anyways.
Bullock, Prowse.
So Billy decides that he wants to go and buy a Return of the Jedi Princess Leia figure.
Yeah, this was
figure.
This was back when you could get that stuff relatively cheap, because this was on card Princess Leia Return of the Jedi when she was in her green camouflage
on Endor
poncho, and I think I got it for $20. $20.
So,
and also you had to sign. I think it was $20 for her to have it. Something signed
plus $20 for the toy, because you bought the toy off another vendor.
I bought the toy at the vendor there, and so to get an autograph at these things, celebrities always charge. She was charging $20 back then, which is actually kind of cheap. I think today it'd probably be a lot more.
Yeah, real good price. But Billy decided that he wanted to have her autograph a vintage action figure. Because he was going to try to flip it on
which
eBay.
Which is not what fucking happened.
Yes, it is, dude.
I wanted it for myself, but my financial stability changed a little bit after that. So yes, I did sell it.
Dude.
I didn't go in there with here's what I'll do.
Yes, you did. And you sounded just like that and looked exactly like that when you came up with this devious plan. You did.
Bullshit. So it was on my wall in my office.
So he's having Carrie Fisher autograph it, and then he says, "Can you hold it up so I can take a picture with you holding it?" And at that point, she knew what he was up to, and she says,
"Knew what I was up to."
"Oh, sure, okay." So she basically called Billy out without actually calling him out.
He looked like the scum comic book guy on Simpsons, and all he wanted to do was resell it.
She knew what he was up to.
More money.
Yeah, right.
She played along. She took a picture.
She did it anyways, right?
Of her holding it. Yeah, she was
knowing damn well that Billy was trying to make money off of her.
Uh-huh.
off of her likeness, her signature. All that stuff. Yeah.
No, that's exactly. a bunch of hogwash, nonsensical bullshit.
Why is it that me and him remember it that way, but you don't?
Because y'all are out to fucking get me. Y'all are out to fucking tarnish my good name.
Okay, first of all, I don't know how good your name is. Secondly, it's what happened.
That's not what happened.
With his Homer Simpson memory.
Oh, you have the Homer Simpson memory of all time. I don't even want to hear that.
He saved a dog from getting run over right before the convention started.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what happened. See, you're stupid.
A dog made of donut holes.
And let me show you got a call from the president right afterwards, and an octopus handed you the phone.
Dude, hey, she did know what he was up to, though, right?
She knew exactly what he was up to.
She thought she knew what she was up to, but it was totally innocent.
That's what you were up to.
I was not up to anything.
Yes, it is.
All I wanted was a cool little piece in my office that I could put with my regular figures and also have photographic evidence so people didn't call me out and say, "Oh, that's bullshit. You just signed that shit yourself." No, I didn't, motherfucker. Here's a fucking photograph. Eat shit. And suck my nuts. But no, you motherfuckers are twisting it around and saying this motherfucker was going to sell it on eBay.
That's why you wanted the picture, so you could put the pictures with it on eBay.
Bullshit.
That's basically a certificate of authenticity,
It's
right
a certificate of authenticity.
Anyways, I wanted an autograph also, man, because this was Leia here. So I had her sign a little picture that she had, little prints and stuff, and it's funny, the little argument that we're having right now. They decide they're going to have argument just like this in front of her.
Right. Okay, so picture it.
With 100 people waiting in line behind us.
There's 100 people waiting in line, and she's autographing on stage.
Yes.
So you walk up on stage. we're all three of us are right there in the middle, in a little circle about 5 feet around each other, arguing like this.
Yes.
Completely oblivious to where we're at, like we're in the living room or something.
Well, hang on. The reason behind that is Stupid over here got in the way of a picture I was trying to take, so I had to tell him to get the fuck out of the way.
Just like that. Move the fuck out of the way.
He's all yelling and stuff. And
like that.
Fisher,
right that. Move the fuck out of the way.
And Carrie Fisher was like, "Now, boys,
we got chastised by Princess Leia."
She's like, No, boys, I'll take another picture.
You could tell she wasn't putting on a front. She was being herself. You know, she was really nice and friendly and very accommodating to us.
Why did she sound British?
What? No, boys. Well, no, she didn't.
No, she didn't.
She did my story.
Yeah,
A Homer Simpson man over here.
That's what I'm telling you.
You're not helping the situation, you idiot. But no, that was the thing that struck me about her more than anything. Is she just seemed like a normal kind of level-headed, everyday person who wasn't, you know, kind of, you know, thinking they were better than everybody else. And you know, she seemed like the type of person that you could hang out with, and you know, and she wasn't gonna be conceited or anything. And it was really awesome that she called Billy out.
F y'all. She called you out too?
She didn't call me out, she called him out.
You know what?
We both got called out.
At least I'll admit my fuckery.
I'm not denying I sold it. But what I'm saying is that wasn't the intent going in. That's all.
Well, you had everybody fooled.
And you know what's bullshit? I only made like $5 if that.
If that wasn't your intent, you had everybody fooled. Carrie Fisher and us.
It's true.
Okay, you know what? She probably sees it all the time, so she thought she knew what she was like if somebody started trolling the channel but making a joke, and I made the assumption that it was trolling. I see it all the time. I'm going to assume it was trolling.
Hey,
Carrie Fisher.
Hey, do you remember the time? I think this was shortly before this happened, where you came into our apartment and you had like a whole diagram thing that you had built.
Oh, we can't tell about that. That is.
No, let's tell this story.
No, that's not a thing that needs to be told. Because that is very incriminating.
Well, you didn't do anything.
Is this worse than the time he had those blueprints of Shania Twain's mansion?
Yes. Well, yes, because there was actually a chance that he could have pulled this one off.
So okay. Hold on, the Shania Twain's mansion. We had blueprints of Shania Twain's mansion. The intent was to go up there and dress like a horse so we get let on the property.
So do you want to tell the story?
Look, we weren't going to rob her or anything. We just wanted to get close to Shania Twain. Doesn't mean if you see her.
I mean, you know, Shania Twain.
Didn't you send her like a selfie or something, and she ended up liking it on Facebook or something?
Twitter. I talked to her a few times after this, but the first time I think it was I sent her a selfie on Twitter and asked her, "Hey, Carrie, would you?" And she responded. Basically, she was like I can't date until my hummingbird. I don't know what the fuck she was
Something
talking about
hummingbirds
hummingbird. Because she was having some conversation, and I just chimed in, not even listening to her conversation, and then it was something about like once I stop mourning my hummingbird death, I can't date. But what makes you a dateable person? And I'm like, oh shit, door open, right? I'm like, now's my chance. Because if I go, look.
Wait, that didn't sound like an invitation to me.
Oh, shit, okay,
well,
millions of fucking tweets online, and she responds to that. She goes, she's setting me up to say something charming, right? And so I was like...
but knowing you...
But, oh, no. Oh, I took this fucking opportunity, I said, because I really love hummingbirds. Make it topical to what she was talking about. And, you know...
She ignored you afterwards?
Of course she fucking ignored me. So, like, in the whole group chat, me, Eric, Jay, Joe, we were all like... That was my mission for, like, the next couple of days. I was like, man, if I actually went on a date with Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, man, I'd be stuff of legends from now on. Like, literally... I'd be like God status. Come on, deny that. If I went on a date with Princess Leia...
I mean, you kind of can't deny it.
It'd be God status. But, alas, the stars didn't align. I harassed her many a time after that, and she kind of ignored me. But sometimes, kind of like, there was one time where I actually just like tweeted her another selfie. I think it was me in a tub, and she just like hit the like button, or whatever, because she liked it. But she's going through some stuff, so I gave her space.
I don't even know how to follow up with that. Like,
but no, again, we didn't know her, but we did have a chance to meet her, and she was very kind, very gracious. She put up with the shenanigans, and
anybody who deals with us,
and
for a split second,
another
right?
person could have handled it completely different, but she just rolled with it basically, and
another person could have been like, security.
Exactly. Actually, yes.